A few years back, I was going to a comic convention. I didn't have a set of wheels at the time, so I carpooled with a friend of mine. Apparently someone else had the same idea, so I ended up getting to know a total stranger. Through conversation, I found out that this individual was none other than internet legend Jesse Slaughter. But little did they know, I was a bit of an internet legend myself. As a child with free access to the internet since around the age of 10, I was surprisingly unsheltered and shockingly unself-aware. YouTube was relatively new and not nearly the phenomenon it is these days. When you would get on the site, you'd be greeted with the tagline, "Broadcast yourself." So that's just what 10-year-old Willie intended to do. I didn't have access to a camera at that point, and my parents would have never supported their 10-year-old son putting himself out there, and for good reason. Nevertheless, I treaded on using only Google Images, MS Paint, and Windows Movie Maker. And on April 11th, 2009, I posted my first video to basically non-existent results. That's about what you'd expect from a video made in such a manner. However, 4 months and about 10 videos later, I accidentally stumbled on an unintentional early trend. I created a cringe video. Up until then, I had only ever used my voice on a video once, and it gave me the confidence and stupidity to sing on the internet. I had just recently seen Ghostbusters for the first time, and Mario was like my favorite thing in the world at that time. So on August 22nd, I created Boo Busters. Now, Boo Busters had to be among one of the lowest quality songs on YouTube. I created it by finding an instrumental of the Ghostbusters theme on YouTube and singing my own lyrics over it. All recorded on one crappy laptop microphone. The image was made by simply taking the Smash Bros. Brawl promotional art of Mario, Luigi, and Wario and drawing vague Ghostbustery outfits on them in MS Paint. The video was no higher quality than any of my other videos. In fact, it may have been arguably lower, but it had something that the other videos didn't. Unintentional cringe humor. Now, it didn't just blow up overnight. I didn't really know it had an audience at all until about 2011-ish. It could have gotten bigger before that, but I wasn't paying attention to it. I just remember my sister telling me one day, "Dude, your video has 80,000 views." Now, that may not seem like a lot now, but back then it was huge. It really sunk in when I linked it to someone and they said they had seen it before. I know it may seem kind of anticlimactic or like I'm making a big deal out of nothing, but for someone like me who lives a normal everyday life, that was like the closest I'd ever get to fame. I kinda like it that way. So, after a few years of me regularly sending it to people as a joke and casually joking about my exaggerated internet legend status, I searched for Boo Busters, and it was gone. This would have been sometime in 2016. Sony was mass flagging Ghostbusters content for their horrible reboot. I thought that was the end for Boo Busters, until one of my friends told me they had it saved on their computer. I was able to re-upload it to my current channel and bring it back from the dead. It even got a couple thousand views despite it being an insignificant relic from the past. So that should have been the end, right? But then, miraculously, earlier this year, one of my friends discovered that it had randomly been unremoved, haunting the catacombs of my old YouTube channel, views and comments intact. A legend reborn began anew. So, to celebrate the return and the 10-year anniversary of Boo Busters, I have prepared a new version for the new age. This remake will feature no women. Sorry, Sony. So here's Boo Busters 2018. Boo Busters! Something round with a big pink tongue. Who you gonna call? Boo Busters! You're all alone when you hear a clunk. Who you gonna call? Boo Busters! I ain't afraid of no boo. I ain't afraid of no boo. If you're seeing things floating in your room, who can you call? Boo Busters! You better call, for the price is doom. Who you gonna call? Boo Busters! I ain't afraid of no boo. I ain't afraid of no boo. Who you gonna call? Boo Busters! If it's in your home, pick up the phone and call Boo Busters! I ain't afraid of no boo. A hit likes to laugh. I ain't afraid of no boo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Who you gonna call?